Hello, welcome to another episode of Brit in Poland. Can you guess where I am? Yeah, I'm in Krakow. If you don't know that, then you might want to work on that. Now, this isn't going to be a video saying everything about Krakow because, if you've followed my style so far, you'll know that primarily I like to try and be a completist. So when I make a video or series of videos about a city, I include pretty much everything worth seeing. And Krakow is one of those cities that's a bit like an onion. Doesn't matter how many times you come here, there are additional layers to it. And there's always more to discover. That's why I haven't done my video about Warsaw. Well, every time I think I've been to everything in Warsaw, something else pops up. I'll do it one of these days. But what I can tell you is there'll be another video of my parents because I've been on holiday with them here this week. So you'll get to hear their impressions of Krakow. And we've taken several day trips, so there's going to be a lot more content from this region, including Zalepia, it's one of the highlights, Można Castle. Okay, it's the next region over, but still. And yeah, we did just like a complete random day with like monasteries, villages, lots of local, pretty decent content. So this video is completely unplanned, but I thought I'd better record something so that I can at least get a video out this week. It's funny, in Krakow, I think I hear more English voices than I do back in the UK. English people have a bit of a bad reputation here because, well, it's like the stag do capital of Poland for English people. So we don't have the best reputation because we're often quite loud. We enjoy the cheap alcohol, which isn't so cheap these days. You know, inflation is hitting more and more. And to be honest, I think Krakow, having been around the different restaurants and bars this week, is actually the most expensive place in Poland. I can see why. I mean, it's the #1 tourist destination. But even the museums, God, they're almost twice the price they are in Warsaw. So honestly, you're thinking about traveling and exploring Poland, don't just come to Krakow. You've got lots of wonderful places, which week by week I will expose you to on my channel. But Krakow, of course, is a very old city, and it was spared during the war. And it actually has quite a lot in common with my hometown of Oxford. You know, it's a strong university city. It was spared deliberately during the war because I think, if I get this correct, Hitler wanted to make this his capital of Poland, much as he wanted to make Oxford the capital of the UK. I'm not going to understand that one. But this is why so many people are drawn here, because it does have that kind of old world charm. But we're here in like around Easter time, and it's crazy. Yeah, I've been to Krakow quite a few times, and I'm going to have to come here a few more times, but it's busy. It's very busy. There's a lot of life here. But it's cool, you know, people are having fun. I haven't seen any incidents. There was some really bad road accident, apparently, the other day. It needed 3 helicopters. But, yeah, I know I said I was going to do more political content, and it's coming. It's coming. I don't want to rush it because I don't want to just like push out a video for the sake of pushing it out. I want to make sure it's well researched, and to be honest, there's quite a lot going on in my life and going on with the people close to me that I'm, you know, maybe a little bit distracted right now. So it's harder to kind of do the research and to focus. But it's been really nice to get away. The weather's been a bit mixed this week. It was pouring it down with rain earlier today, which kind of spoiled a couple of hours we had in Tarnów. But it's also been incredibly hot and sunny. But yeah, I mean, the beauty of Krakow, much like Warsaw, is there is something to do for everyone. And at the moment we have like the Easter markets, which have changed. I remember I first saw the Easter markets here about 7 years ago, and they were much more kind of open stalls. Now, I think they've just like harvested the Christmas stands and reused them. And it's something that Warsaw, I don't think, does as well, actually. You know, we have small Easter markets dotted around, but yeah. Yeah, tomorrow is like Easter Saturday, is that a thing? Which is going to be interesting. I'm heading back to Warsaw that day, but from what I understand, the shops will close at like 12 o'clock. I mean, during like your seasonal times in Poland, it can be difficult to go shopping. But of course, they keep the bars open. They keep the museums open to a degree. But yeah, but definitely Krakow. eh, it's been fun to come here. And, typical. Of course, my stand has to break in the middle of recording. What I want to do with Krakow eventually is to try and do some videos by region. So you've got the old communist district of Nowa Huta, which is quite interesting. You've got the Kazimierz district, which is like the old Jewish quarter, which many people say is like the best part of Krakow. Of course, you have the center with the many, many museums and attractions and bars and horse-drawn carriages. So eventually, maybe this year, maybe next year, I'm going to start releasing some Krakow content. But to be honest, the internet's probably saturated with that anyway. It's kind of a lower priority for me. I prefer to focus on the places which are perhaps lesser covered by the English crowd. But yeah, this was just a short video just to say hi. If you have any particular recommendations for Krakow, please let me know. I'm always looking to see the best of places. And hopefully I've seen the most expensive museums now, so that part is by me. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Do zobaczenia.